Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? What's up? Natalie always getting fucked. What? Natalie, I got a challenge for you, baby. Just close your legs. Just close them, girl. Just keep them closed, child. What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, ItsMyaJ, and I am back again with another video. So today we are going to be getting into some Baddies ET. Get into this Baddies ET cast because y'all know they cannot stay out of the mess. They are always in some mess, some drama, throwing shade, girl. This, that, and the third. Just a whole bunch of low vibrations. And child, I am here for it for the moment. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. Girl, it's ItsMyaJ, it's the Messy Mob. We are lit over here, trust and believe that. And yeah, let's get into the mess. Now, we all know by now at the Baddies East reunion, it definitely went up between Scarface and Natalie.
That right there is a fucking wild animal. That is crazy.
Scarface swore up and down, okay, even though we know by now that this girl is a damn compulsive liar, she swore up and down that she got word, okay, she got word that Natalie was gonna set her up, child, even though she was talking shit in between the season the entire time, girl, about everybody, girl. She claimed that Natalie was gonna set her up, so she ran up on Natalie, did her up real quick, then flipped her out of the chair. Girl, it was a mess, child. And then Natalie was like, girl, you know, I kicked you on the way down to the ground, so now you gotta pay for my shoes, child. Which was definitely a flex. Honestly, that it's just not how it works. Like, like I appreciate the try to look like you're the, you know what I'm saying? Like, we understand, like, you're their boss, but baby, you're not touching their checks. You're not signing off on their checks. You're not writing their checks. That's just what it is. You are the EP, like Nene said, and I'm still glad that Nene clocked her T during the reunion. Baby, you are the ET. You hold no power, and you're honestly, you give yourself a lot more authority than what you actually have. Because when Rolly blacked your motherfucking eye at the reunion, okay, and she did you up and made you slip on your jacket, you ain't make her pay for your jacket or a hospital bill to heal your eye up, child. So girl, boo, bye. This is nothing more than Natalie trying to convince us that she has more authority than what she actually has. So speaking of her trying to convince us that she has more authority than what she actually has, the girl went on her story and she shaded ET. Yes. After, oh, sorry. After ET ran up on her, flipped her up out her chair, did her up a little one time, had this hoe quiet for the rest of the reunion, and had you only talking mess whenever she left the stage, because that's really when you only had mouth, is when she left the stage, boo, because you was quiet whenever she was on stage, child. Okay, let's really be clear. Let's be clear, all right? Don't care too much for ET, but let's call out the BS, child, all right? Now, all of a sudden, Natalie has so much to say on her story, shading ET. Let's go ahead and get into it.
So, I definitely took it out of her check, ET. I'll be buying myself a new pair of shoes since you want to be a weirdo.
So despite the fans not really liking ET, girl, they were definitely on her side when it came to Natalie shading her about taking a $5K out of her check for her shoes. Don't like ET, but those couple $1,000s for those shoes could have done a lot for ET. Let's be real. Natalie could have just bought some, whereas ET is still struggling. Plus, she got kids. Shake my head. Somebody else said, I don't agree with this. It's business. You don't play with people's money. She definitely can sue. Someone else said, now I definitely feel like ET is coming back. They all got smoke with her and stay talking about her. So this is my thing with this entire thing, child. So I understand what Natalie is doing. Natalie is trying. It's still weird because it's so out of nowhere. And I'm just being honest. When ET was on stage, Natalie was on mute, baby. She was quiet as a church mouse. She had absolutely nothing to say. She was sitting in a chair, baby. She looked hurt. She wasn't saying nothing to ET. Girl, she had all the mouth in the world when ET left the stage. She had no mouth when ET was on stage. More of the story, that is what I'm trying to say, okay? So it's it's just like, why are you doing this now? Like, it's weird. It's like that one comment said, it's giving that y'all is bringing her back because y'all can't keep that girl's name out of y'all mouths. All of them. But as far as her actually taking the money out of ET's check, I honestly do not believe this. I just don't believe this. This is a whole, like, if you guys agreed on a certain amount, right? Because I'm pretty sure they negotiate the checks for them to come to the reunion. So if you guys negotiated a check with ET, okay, for her to come to the reunion, run her face, this, that, and the third, you just can't take it out her, because if that is the case, Natalie does not need to be on the show, because again, this just shows that she likes to pull power moves when she gets beat the fuck up or when the odds are against her. She likes to threaten to fire people. She likes to threaten to take money out of people's checks. It's weird, okay? If this is the case, you don't need to be on the show. That's just what it is. You don't need to be on the show, because by you doing that, you're letting the girls know that you're untouchable. And baby, if you're untouchable, you don't need to be talent. You don't need to be a part of the cast. Your ass need to go behind the scenes, okay? As you really should have, baby. You really should have been behind the scenes. But you don't need to be a part of the cast. Because, baby, once you, EP or not, okay? That title don't hold no weight, baby. If you're moving weird and you're doing weird stuff and you are setting people up, and I don't think she said ETO, but I'm just saying, if you moving weird, okay? Natalie was moving weird regardless. So you're moving weird, you're setting people up, you're damn near, you're a bully, you enable a lot of bad behavior on your show. You're just overall just very weird, okay? So when that comes back to you and somebody whoop your ass, now you want to either tell them that you're going to fire them or you're going to take money out their check. It's weird. I feel like if that's the case, you don't need to be on the show. And I've been said this. Like, you need to, baby, you're talent. So be talent, baby. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, back to my point. I don't think Natalie has enough authority to take money out of ET's check. Okay. And if she does, she don't need to be on the show. Because that means that you can't take an ass whooping or you can't get into a fight without the same thing. She tried to do the same thing to Rolly. She tried to fire Rolly. Didn't work though, but you still was, oh, your services, this, that, and third, girl, boo, bye. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's still weird that she's going on about this, especially because, baby, the reunion is over. Okay. You guys filmed the reunion over a month ago. It's over. You and ET have established that it was a lie. ET just said that you checked on her, that you guys have been communicating ever since the show has aired. So, I don't know what else there really is to talk about. Like, she just keeps going on and on and on about it. Like, I don't think she took the money out of ET check. If she did, I feel like that is messed up. Yes, it's messed up that ET ran up on you, but you're not untouchable. That's what she needs to realize. As long as you are talent, you are not untouchable, baby. You're not untouchable. It is what it is. She ran up on you. Honestly, I enjoyed every second of it. I'm glad she did it because nobody else on your cast don't want to do it. They want to keep their spot on the show. They're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? You done turn everybody into your guardian dog. I'm glad she did it. I don't care. If you took the money out of her check, you're wrong. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Very wrong. And it is what it is. And one more thing, if it was taken out of her check, it's overall just very bad business. It's bad business. If you guys negotiated a price for ET to come to the reunion, you know what I'm saying? And that was the price, and you ended up taking it out her check because you're mad because she ran up on you and you scuffed your shoes by kicking her. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's bad business just altogether, if it is true. But again, I still don't feel like Natalie has enough pull or authority around there to even be doing stuff like that. She's not writing no checks. I can guarantee you. But either way it goes, ET was not fazed either way, okay? She was not fazed by what Natalie had to say. Matter of fact, she said, baby, I made that back and some. All right, let's get into what ET had to say. Back to Natalie after Natalie was throwing shade, girl.
Okay, Natalie, because I made that money back. You know, I'm booked and busy. Thanks to you and Zeus. I appreciate y'all.
Is the booked and the busy in the room with us, child? Because I'm not gonna lie, Scarface, no shade, girl. I don't like like, are you talking about, when you say booked and busy, are you referring to the 20 versus 1 thing that you just did? Let me know, Bookie, because I do still follow you. Okay, girl, I do still follow you on Instagram, child. And, you know, I don't, girl, I don't like me, but like no shade though, no shade. Okay, no shade because I just don't be seeing. I just don't be seeing where you're booked and busy. But that is honestly besides the point. I thought besides you clearly lying about being booked and busy, I feel like you ate that response up, baby girl. I feel like you ate her up on that response. Girl, keep on being unbothered. Do you, girl. Keep smiling, child. I get it, girl. I love that for you, girl. And that's all I gotta say, child. I don't know where the booked and busy is. The booked and busy damn show ain't in the room with me. But I do hope that you, if she did take it out your check, because it seemed like you were kind of agreeing with her that she did take it out your check. Even though I highly doubt I'm a child. I don't know at this point. Yeah. Hopefully you did make it back, girl. Okay. Child, so ET getting turned every way but loose by Tesehki for about 3 to 4 rounds, child. Got sat on the couch, got beat about her wig, got beat about her dress. Girl, it was just a hot mess, child. Scarface still ain't learned her lesson because Scarface basically challenged Tesehki to another round, girl. Let's go ahead and get into this clip.
If you in the paint with another solid bitch, why you backing up?
Word.
You feel me? You can't hang in the paint, baby.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
So, would you fight Tesehki again?
Again, and again, and again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And again. Hey, I'm staying.
So a lot of comments immediately started to call out Scarface for pretty much capping, okay? Because at the reunion, okay, girl, you know what I'm saying? And I understand. Okay, so let me just tell the T before I give my opinion, child. All right, so the fans started to call her out because at the reunion, okay, it was multiple times where Tesehki was continuously calling out her fade, and Scarface, you really ain't wanting no smoke after a while. After the first, I think 3 to 4 rounds, after that, baby, Tesehki was pretty much spending the rest of the reunion yelling at her, insulting her, chasing her around the damn reunion, trying to get her one-on-one, calling out a one-on-one fade, calling out a fade, this, that, and the third, pretty much just trying to get into it with Scarface, and Scarface was not stunning her, baby. Scarface was not worried about her. Scarface was trying her best. She was trying her best to ignore her. It was even at a certain point in the reunion where they were sitting down talking, and, yeah, Tesehki continuously told Scarface to get up. Scarface didn't get up. So now that Scarface is on this show or whatever it is, this YouTube channel, and she has all this mouth, talk about some, you know, like I'll get in the paint and run it again with her again and again, this, that, and the third, and basically telling Tesehki that Tesehki cannot stand in the paint with you. That's why she always backing up, okay? The fans are calling her out on her BS, okay? Because they're like, baby, when she called out your fave multiple times after y'all got into it, you ain't want no smoke. You purposely tried to ignore her. So why all the mouth now? Let's go ahead and get into these comments, child. Child, y'all know y'all don't miss no chance to eat this girl up. And she just do it to herself at this point. Anyways, so somebody said should have got up off that couch. Then the next person said, but when she wanted another fade, okay, Stamps, you got it. Then somebody else said, but didn't want to run that fade again and again and again with her at the reunion. At this point, bring them both back so they can get this ish off for real, for real. So I feel 2 ways about this. So a part of me is just like, a lot of people are calling ET scary because Tesehki did call out her fade. And of course, you know, she was kind of dodging her for the rest of the reunion. She didn't really want to run it back. It is what it was. But my thing is, up until that point, ET had already ran 4 fades back to back with Tesehki. So I just don't understand where this narrative is coming from that ET is scary when ET ran her fades with everybody and stayed until the end. I feel like a scary hoe would have left like Camila left. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a scary hoe in my opinion. Like, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But like, yes, a little picky choosy. Because if that's what I'm saying, I understand both sides. Because a part of me is just like, how is she scary? She ran all of her fades. Like, I feel like a lot of the fans are really trying to, like, discredit her and take away her credit when really she's the only one who stepped in the paint with Tesehki. Nobody else is going to do that. Let's really keep it a buck. No one else is going to do it. Okay. She was the only one bold enough to do it. And then she ran 4 rounds back to back. The whole first part of the reunion was all about Tesehki. No, wait. About the second half of the first part, and then the entire second part was all about Tesehki and ET. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were running fades back to back to back to back 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And she got tore up each round, and she kept going. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand where this narrative is coming from, that ET is scary, that ET picky choosy. Yeah, okay. But at the same time, I'm not turning down no fade. But it's like, at the same time, she ran all her fades with Tesehki, and she had other business to handle. I don't know. To me, I feel like ET ran all of her fades. She won some. She lost the rounds with Tesehki. It is what it is. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But I do understand where y'all are coming from in terms of like, girl, like, because I don't understand that with ET too. And let me just say this. ET, you talk too much. That's what got you touched in the first place. That's like, did she not realize that? That's literally what got you touched and done up and turned every way but loose and beat out your dress and your wig in the first place, because you run your mouth too much. You run your mouth too much. Like, and let's really talk about how they just got Delulu. They just got delusion all up in the clearance rack in every store this year, because ET, you're just very delusional. It's actually kind of sick, baby. It's actually kind of sick. You are. And I'm getting on to you, because I don't feel like you're really scary how the fans are trying to portray you to be. But it's weird. It's more so delusion. It's more so delusional than you just being scary. You're kind of delusional, baby. Like, yeah. Because you're like fixing your mouth up to say, oh, well, you can't stand in the paint with me. You always back it up. ET, she is a skilled fighter. Like, this is my thing. There's a difference between a street fighter and a skilled fighter. ET is a street fighter. Okay. Baby, Tesehki is a skilled fighter. It's a difference. It's literally a difference between being technical, skilled, and strategic, and being a street fighter. It's so much different, okay? It's not the same. It is what it is. It's not the same. She's not going to stand, stand in the paint with you and windmill. No, the point is to not get hit. So yeah, she's going to back it up and dump it. She's going to back it up. She's going to dodge your hits, and she's going to dump it, and she's going to get you. You know what I'm saying? And clearly what you've been doing up until this point with her have not been working. So I just don't understand ET. She just seems just a little delusional to me, child. But yeah, as far as that, like when fans are basically bringing up her not running those fades again, I understand why they're bringing it up when in terms of like, why are you still talking? Why are you still talking if she called out your fade again and again and again for the rest of the reunion and you didn't want no smoke? I understand that aspect, but I actually seen a lot of people calling her scary, and I just don't agree with that. But yeah, that's my thing. If you claim that you would run it again and again and again and again and again, quote unquote, that's what you're saying, you would. What she called your fade out and you did. Oh, child. That is all I have for y'all today. Thank y'all so much for sticking until the end. I love y'all so much. And thank you for 19.6K. Girl, the Messy Mob is growing, and I love y'all so much. Y'all know I love y'all, okay? Messy Maya, it's the Messy Mob. Bye.
Yours, damn right.